What's going on, legends? Welcome back to another vlog. I thought I'd do one of these for you today because I've been useless at it recently, which is like, if you want me to be brutally honest, it's because I've been a little bit lost in what I should be creating. You know, we got a lot going on in life, which has been a lot of fun, a lot of work, and I've kind of been diving into that and not really focusing on YouTube because YouTube's a very weird thing, right? You post videos on the internet for people to watch, and over time you kind of become a niche in a way. It's like, you know, you guys know me a lot for making CrossFit videos. The first thing I actually want to say is I love CrossFit, right? I think the methodology is incredible. I think I feel like what it can do for people's lives is incredible. After doing it for quite a while, I think like kipping, you know, I think people's shoulders and backs would be very thankful if that was removed. And I think a lot of people, we're going off. I'm just going to talk. I feel like a lot of people do too much kipping before they can do a lot of strict strength work and then end up hurting themselves. But if you have a good coach, that shouldn't happen. And look, you guys don't see it because you don't see my YouTube comments. Maybe you go through them, or like my Instagram DMs. But recently I've been getting so many messages saying, why have you deserted CrossFit? You've left CrossFit. A lot of positive ones where people are like, oh, we miss your videos. Other people being like really negative. It's a weird space, the internet, when people just attack you, you know? Usually if somebody's attacking you, they're probably having a worse time than you are. Look, I've really struggled with content recently in terms of creating stuff. The Open, I saw lots of incredible stuff around it. People getting their first pull-up, their first muscle-up, sick. Like, loved every second of seeing that. That's the magic. The honest side of it for me was, it was a really hard time. Like, Jazz and I have been having a lot of discussions about like, what do I do, where do I go with making content. I think it's very easy in life to forget, especially if you're not there and you weren't present. Like, what happened at the CrossFit Games really affected me. Like, being there at the time, the incident happened in front of my eyes, the chaos that was going on, like seeing Luca and Anya and seeing how it affected the athletes, and spending the following days, weeks, months knowing information that wasn't right for me to share really can drain on your mental health. And look, there's been so much discussion about, was there enough safety, was there not enough safety, all that sort of stuff, like what the report says, but we will never see what the report says. And even if everything was done to the book and everything was squeaky clean, like seeing the way that Luca and Anya were treated after the fact really didn't sit well with me one bit at all. And like, if I was going to cover the Open and make really fun videos about it and all the cool stuff that was going on, I felt like I'd be supporting personnel that I don't align with in the way that they treat people. And like, I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but it's just like, Jazz and I made the decision for my mental health and just for everything that has gone on, just for me to step back for a bit. And look, that's left me here, where like, you're kind of floating. I'm sure a lot of you would look at me and be like, oh, he's got it all figured out. I don't have it all figured out at all. I've been working hard. That's what I've been doing. I've been taking that energy that I would put into videos and stuff like that and just really been focusing on my training, working on hustle and trying to make that as successful as I possibly can, making the daily cardio videos, working on the app behind the scenes and getting all that ready for launching, and just really taking it one day at a time. One of the things I do want to talk about is like, when you're on the internet, sometimes it feels like everyone cares, sometimes it feels like no one cares, right? And a lot of time you shouldn't care about that because you just do what makes you happy. But also, being real, you do look at analytics and stuff like that. It's kind of hard not to when it's your job. And I don't think it's the part of social media that people really talk about. Over the years, we've been very successful with making YouTube videos. Like, I'm just a real person. And as of recently, you know, I'm not as successful. And it's not like, it's not nice, but it's like I'm doing what makes me happy, and that's training. It always has been. And I'll always be real to who I am. I'm just a person that's tried my best, you know, and I try and just show off the good in the world. But yeah, like, I hope you guys understand in some way. I'm in a phase of life where I'm just trying to figure out what really does bring me happiness. And it was interesting to see CrossFit get put up for sale. Maybe with new owners, there'll be new personnel, and, you know, that spark will reunite for me. Like, I'm excited for that to happen and see what it can bring. But anyway, let's talk about life. I want to talk about more like happy stuff, because there's been a lot going on. First up, I'm going to get a coffee. So I'll be back in a second. I got some iced milk, pretty much. Yo. Right, first update, the garage gym is moving. I want to do a full update video because a lot has changed since this little clip that you're going to see, but I wanted to show you these clips because I want to show you every stage of the build. Like, it's been quite fun to see it come to life. The little future daily cardio studio, weightlifting platform place where we're going to build up to set the British record. Fingers crossed. It's actually going to be a place where Jazz's parents are going to come and train as well, which is going to be pretty cool. You know, they're going to have a nice little space to train as well as myself and Jazz and all our friends. So here's that little update. That's the next door's alarm. There was actually a guy on a ladder trying to fix it, but I think, oh, there we go. I think he's fixed it. Whoa! Pirates, give it to me. What do they say? Arr!
Shiver me timbers.
Hey!
I got it this time.
The timbers are up, and you can see right there where I'll point at it for you.
Don't do that.
Craig and Ladders Part 3. See there? That is going to be a blooming window.
No, Craig. No, put your bum away, Craig.
Take a photo, babe. Do you want me to look majestic? Look,
Yeah.
Stare off into the distance. Cool, hey? Really wicked. And that's all I really wanted to update you guys on. I wanted to show you the timber work before they start doing more stuff to the roof. Why don't two skeletons fight each other?
Why don't two skeletons fight each
Because
other?
they don't have the guts.
Great dad joke.
If you're a human being and you're not nosy, you're not a human being. You're AI. You're a robot. Don't trust someone that isn't a little bit nosy. I got my bum out for the first time in our gym. Jazz did one of those disapproving nods where she's just like, I have to stick with my decision. That, my darling, you do. And with that, bum out, let's go.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go. Now, actually, speaking of weightlifting, new categories this year mean new records. So, and I think the first competition is the British Championships. I'm not sure with the new weight categories. It won't be 89 kilos anymore. It will be 88 kilos, and that's where I will compete at, that body weight. And I'm looking to set anything over a 150 snatch. But as you guys have known and seen, I haven't actually been weightlifting. I have been bodybuilding. And I actually haven't lifted a barbell, centre barbell, apart from this weekend, which you'll see footage in a second, since the second week or first week of January. So it's been over 2 months since I've actually done any Olympic lifting. And just in case you didn't know or didn't see it on the videos, it's because technically you can always be better, right? Technique is a huge part in adding small incremental numbers depending on how good you are technically. If you're not very good technically and then you get technical, you can add big numbers, but obviously as you progress towards bigger and bigger numbers, but technique is still, you know, a decent chunk of lifting the weight, but being strong is just as important. And I needed to take time to step back to work on my pure strength and just get my body healthy. You know, like now, my squat feels stronger than it ever has. My pull feels stronger than it ever has. My actual just bodybuilding movements, I'm seeing progression week on week. And I'm excited to come back into weightlifting injury-free and feeling stronger than ever before. This weekend though, I did actually do some weightlifting. Chris Murray, Commonwealth Gold Champion, and Benny, my friend, he was like, do you want to come in and train on Saturday? I was like, you know what, let's go. Let's just have a bit of fun, see the boys. This is how it went. Also, there is an update on Jack here. My training partner, if you've seen him in the bodybuilding vlogs, he's been actually crushing, but he will not be crushing for the foreseeable future.
Got new logo and colours in the tech stuff, and this is April, but it matches my nails, so why not show you, because that just looks really cute. It's sad times. It's sad times. Jack.
Hello. Hurt myself. I hurt myself today. I took a tumble on my snowboard and...
On the first day.
Second day.
And he preempted it. He put, what a lovely day on his story or something like that.
No, I put a day for it.
Day for it.
And apparently it was a day for fracturing your clavicle. So my collarbone is currently in two pieces.
Yeah.
I think that's the scientific word for it. It's fractured.
I thought fractured was just like a bit.
Yeah, like...
Said on the thing it was fractured. The doctor's thing. Anyway, yeah, it's completely in half. Someone could clear that up for us. It's in half, and I'm going for some surgery on Tuesday. Yay.
You were just getting really, really strong.
Yeah.
Muscles were strong, bones weren't. Yeah. More. This man needs some milk.
There we go, he's smiling now.
Let's not get this hair on here, I haven't.
I did get, there was something interesting that came from the X-ray, which I didn't realise. It actually turned out I've got that dog in me.
So back with the boys, back weightlifting for the first time in a long time.
Just need 2 months off. We've still got 4 or 5 more weeks of bodybuilding. But Benny wanted to come in today, and every time me and Chris try and organise something, he's either doing his hair.
Pretty good, huh? So bad.
He wanted blonde highlights. You know, like what was the dude that used to have the spiky, spinny things on the
Guy
rock bands?
Fieri. That's what I was looking for. The frosted tips.
Yeah.
Just full on just bang.
Instead, he's gone for cornflakes. And I feel strong, and my knee isn't hurting, my elbow isn't hurting, I've got no wrist pain. I'm actually great. And I did that after 6x5 back squat.
It's because you got the new pump to you.
At 170 with a pause. I like, honestly, it's crazy. It's just funny. I think I was actually talking to Chris on the car, in the car on the way here. I was like, a lot of the time we identify ourselves as something. It's like, right, I'm doing CrossFit, I'm a CrossFitter. I'm doing weightlifting, I'm a weightlifter. And then it's very hard sometimes to step back from weightlifting and be like, no, I need to focus on certain aspects and get strong and just like get healthy again. Because you think you're going to take loads of steps back, whereas actually sometimes taking time to just work on leg strength, work on my pressing strength.
Push! Push! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
I thought I was going to reach my sticking point. Work on my injuries and make sure that my muscles and my tendons are good to go again. Like, yeah, it's been 2 months since I've lifted. 2 months. And have I missed it? Yes. Like especially the last few weeks, I've been like a little bit itchy to come back, which is then good because then, you know, when you go into a really hard weightlifting cycle afterwards, it's going to be like, I'm ready for it again. I'm not injured to go into a cycle. I'm not breaking apart. Stronger. And we can go again. Poor Jack. Good looking sling though, that, isn't it? We need to all start signing it. You remember that at school with the casts? Wait, where's the gel pen to sign you? Yeah, sign us out. Yes. 120 power snatch, I'll take that. That's like 12 kilos under my best power snatch. I felt like I probably could have gone 125. And I watched that video back and technically I'm not sound. You know, it's like riding a bike but then having 2 months off riding a bike. You're not going to ride the bike as well. Just is what it is. As for other things that are going on in life, Jazz training for a marathon. You know, she crushed yesterday. I was so proud. She ran 30k without stopping. It was like 3 hours and 10 minutes of non-stop. I was actually surprised. She didn't moan once. She just got on with it, head down. I think she's actually really enjoying the progress. And her mum at the end of yesterday's run was very cute. There will be a Jazz episode on all of the runs she's been doing. If you've seen them, there's 3 of them out right now. I'm editing the 4th one. I wanted to put that in this video here just to be like, damn, I'm so proud of her because it's only a month and a bit away now till it's game day. London Marathon, damn. And then I need to talk about Hustle Made because I've been putting hours and the team have been putting in hours behind the scenes to make literally what the goal with Hustle is to bridge that gap between training and like fashion. You know, you want the clothes to look good inside the gym when you're training, but also outside the gym you could wear them wherever. And I feel like we're doing that now. So we have a launch next week. I just want to show you a few of the items that we've been working on because, well, like, I'm proud of it. It's like doing a test at school, right? Putting in all the effort and being like, I want the teacher to see this because I'm actually proud and I put the time in to get it done. Right, legends, let's talk about Hustle Made quick too, because obviously we've been working hard behind the scenes. To be fair, Jazz hasn't got any makeup on yet. So I just wanted to show you quickly just a couple of bits that we're going to be launching because I'm so proud of it. Like, I talk about this stuff because we put so many hours into it and I feel like we're changing the game. All right, legends? Like this lifting t-shirt, long sleeve, taper up to 5 inches into the hip. Each side. We went for kind of a boxy, oversized fit, so it's kind of stylish, but then it comes in so you can accentuate your physique. Like, I don't think anyone's doing that. Been in the fitness industry now for like 20 years. Been in the fashion industry, as we would call it with clothing, for what?
8.
8. Damn. So we're trying our hardest to change the game a little bit. That's coming in a couple of different colours, which is lovely. Perfect for spring here in the UK, to be fair. You know what I mean? Like, it's that one layer where if you go out, you don't have to wear a coat if you go in long sleeve. It's like that. It's too cold in the morning, too hot in the afternoon. Just get a long sleeve and you'll be absolutely fine. Then we've got the waffle. It's coming back in the black and the white. This is like, you know, you guys, if you've bought waffle, you know, but it's coming in 2 more colours. Because date night, now you've got 4 excuses to go out on date night. Because you're going to look sick. Tapers, it's got that nice little arm hug on it. And then we've got...
When was the last time you took me out on a date night, Craig?
We've been working so hard, maybe tonight. And then we have the tech tee with the new logo. That's cool, isn't it? This is like the stretchiest material, flowiest material for just any athletic wear. Perfect for running, and it's coming in a tank too, because if you want to show off your guns at the gym, but not have that nipple vest, you know what I'm saying, then I think this is like the perfect fitting vest for that. Also the trousers. These are the lifestyle cargo. They sold out the last time, and like they're like, doof. Yeah, it's built for people to go to the gym. You guys know I squat a lot. I've got quite big legs, but when you actually wear these, they're like a straight leg. And I'm like, these I'm so proud of. Like, they got the little bit. I put my keys in here. Honestly, if you're gonna get a pair of trousers, right, and you do lifting, any sort of lifting, grab these. They're like not shiny. It's hard to explain.
They're super stretchy.
Yeah. You can wear these in the gym and then you can literally walk and go to have a Nando's, you know what I mean? And people, or a 5-star fancy restaurant. Like, tell me, like, look, let me in. When you work so hard on a brand and then things come to life and you're like, yeah, you know, like we went through 4 or 5 different renditions of this to make sure the fit was perfect. And every rendition takes like 3 weeks. Maybe 4 weeks. That took us over half a year to get this right. But I don't want to put anything out there that isn't going to last, or that you get and you're like, oh, you know, I want something for everyone. And we're making it happen. And I'm proud of it. So I'm going to talk about it. Take that. Anyway, I'm going to do this, do an outfit change bit for a reel. So you're going to see all my different outfits that I can wear from this. Then you can pick which one you think your boyfriend would look the sexiest in. All right, where are we now? 5 more weeks of bodybuilding-ish to go. We're doing 2 days on, 1 day off style of training. And we're repeating that 3 times with 3 different blocks of 2. So it's 9-day cycles. We've got 4 more of those to go. We go to New York tomorrow for just a little trip away. But I think we're also training with an Olympian whilst we're there, which is going to be sick. If you have any suggestions about New York, please do let me know, because I think Jazz wants to eat all the food and we're going to go run around Central Park for a bit of her training. And I just want to be amongst the big buildings and be like, wow, this is so cool. And yeah, you know, life has been lifing, team. I saw this on Instagram and I was like, you know what, for the people that, you know, turn up at these videos and you smash that like button and you leave a nice comment. I do read all the comments. Like, it means a lot. And I'll never take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this could all be gone. And especially at times like now when you're trying to figure out life. That's kind of an update that's been going on recently. It's not been mentally easy, I'll tell you that. And I'm just excited for the future and just to get back on a rock and roll. No one's told you today you're an absolute legend. You're an absolute legend. And I hope wherever you are in the world, someone today makes you smile. Or, even better, you go out there and make someone else smile, because the world needs a lot of that. Easiest way to do that is take a photo of someone, because you know when you're taking a photo of someone, you usually smile behind the camera, even though the photo's not being taken of you. So then you can say, oh, I was smiling behind the camera, and then the person in front of you is like, damn. Oh, he was smiling behind the camera, haha, and then you smile, and then you have that little interaction, and there you go, people's day's made. Love you all. Legends for life.